Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
He looks more a remarkably good strike mate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
O'Reilly. Ronaldinho, nicely weighted ball, Van Dijk cuts it out, nicely aimed pass, Nedved, and Koundé, threads one in, oh that's well spotted. O'Reilly. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. And here's Batistuta. Looking for options for movement. And this is Hullet. And this is Hullet. Great challenge, time to perfection. Thuram. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And this is Pelé. This might spell danger. He's had a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players...
He's having a pop! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Turkey really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved! Nedved! And he's managed to get rid. Thuram.
Turkey definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yeah. And this is Nedved. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho getting forward. Ronaldinho finding himself in space. And he's quick to get rid. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Vieira. Now it's Nedved. And here's Hullet. Oh, it's come loose. And they win it back again. Hullet is in a really good position out wide. That's good play. He is through here. Ronaldinho with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Tries to pass it through. Batistuta. Cross needs to be good. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Ronaldinho. Thuram. Looking to play him in. Pelé. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 5 minutes till the break. Now this could be a chance. Vieira. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That is a brilliant interception. Pele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Maldini. Oh, that's a key interception. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Portugal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 9.
Gets us going once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Just eases him off the ball. And again, they run up against stubborn... And Hullet! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ronaldinho goes short. Koundé. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Mbappe, and he's found a way past. He's cut it out, and he shoots! That has been knocked clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. No, that's been intercepted. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Son Heung-min. And that is expertly dealt with.
Really?
Deftly away. Azar. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Aimed beyond the defence. Takes on his marker. That's a good run down the left. And he's only too happy to take that back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Portugal have their second corner now. Son Heung-min with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chips it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Ronaldinho. That looks a good ball through. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Kessié. And he was quick to react. And that was nowhere near his best. And smartly reclaimed. And this is Nedved.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That is good alertness. Kessié. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good-looking ball. Gullit might just make this. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Burak Yilmaz. Oh, super find. Oh, that's the keeper's ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Portugal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Portugal are making a change now.
Número 10, Ronaldinho. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 13, número 8.
Just 5 minutes left. Son Heung-min.
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Nedved. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shevchenko, can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. They have stolen level at the last. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look at.
And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Nedved taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Raul.
É.
Foot in. That's a cute ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. They're urging him to shoot. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pele is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Pele plays it short. Tries to cross. Towering header! And now a sudden... And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the pass is intercepted. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's Pele! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace.
And a header! And it's come back out to him. Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Gullit is onto this. Raul. Great vision. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great ball if he can get there. And he's being shifted off it. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. Maldini over to the other side, and this is Gullit. Pele! Great football, shot and save.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Pass somewhat off target. And now they can spring out of defence. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Messi. Saliba. Oh, good spread. Looking tidy in possession here. Messi, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Could move up a gear here. Good ball over the top. Oh, just a keeper now. Chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try. And there's a goal. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find them.
And a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Shot a goal! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's Pele! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Nedved. Vieira. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Desai, undoubtedly the centre of attention today, tries from a long way out. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Now it's Pele. Pele with the cross. Rijkaard gets it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Dani Olmo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Nedved. He's got away.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Tries a shot! Mateus. Now it's Kaut. Gerrard. And he plays one through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Ronaldinho. Chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
In towards the back stick. Well, that's an excellent interception. Pele. And this is Pele. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? He's found the way through. Crosses it in. He's rising. Goal! Portugal! And we have liftoff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Zanetti cuts it out. Dani Olmo getting forward. Well, that's beautifully weighted. This looks promising. And he's gone direct here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Nedved. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was... Takes the shot! And got to be quick to recover this. Dani Olmo. Oh, good-looking ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Gerrard. And that was nowhere near his best.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
This is a promising build-up. Pele. And this is Ronaldinho. That's good play. Elects to cross. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
It's their second corner of the game. Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That's going wide left. Dani Olmo. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, that was vital. Pele. Yeah. Now it's Hullet. Quality ball. Now it's Pele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Right card. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good running with the ball. Oh, no joy this time. Ah, this looks sharp. Oh, can he get onto this? And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Portugal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Portugal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Dani Olmo. Best. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Nedved. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. Nedved! Great vision. Now it's Kaut. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Always goal shot. It's Kaut! It's a loose ball. And he's there to clear it. Mateus. Dani Olmo receives it in a wide... Oh, good effort! It's in! AC Milan are all square. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And it's Marquinhos. Marquinhos, great defending, strong and determined. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Can he get on the end of this? That has been cut short. Stam plays it all the way forward. Now it's Hullet. Tries to play it through. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nedved. Dani Olmo, who does have an assist to his name. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Pele, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking for the run. And he shoots! Goal! Portugal! And they get themselves in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 21.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Ronaldinho.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was asking for too much. And he's gone searching crossfield. Elise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's picked his way through.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Mateus has it in a wide position. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi has the space to scheme. Shoots! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is well cleared. Looking to play him in. Schneider. He's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff finding himself in space. Elise. Messi. Now it's Cruyff. That has been slung wide. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Looking for options for movement.
2 minutos de compensação.
Elise knocks it into space. And that interception. And time is up. Portugal can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
He is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch, and that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shot, surely! And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rumo gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's picked it up out wide. That is good strength. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Portugal have themselves a chance from the spot. The major moment in the game. Brilliant save from Rumo.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Now it's Pelé. No, it's come to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well timed, excellent interception. First quarter of an hour gone. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's running through. And the shot! Still goalless. And he was quick to react. Fernandez. Cherki. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. It's a searching pass, and this is Paulette.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's a throw-in. And it's Vieira. Goes back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Desai is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fernandez. This is a promising build-up. Alexander-Arnold. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Del Piero. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Chance for a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And the pass is intercepted. Dembele. Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. Showing good feet. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Now it's Pelé.
Oh, great feet, that.
He has found the way through. Pelé. And this is Del Piero. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. He's having a shot! Goal! Portugal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, shot a goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Messi with the short one. And the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. He's had it nicked away. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that has put paid to that. Fernandez makes the interception. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Del Piero has it out wide and in space. He's big chance! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. This for genuine comfort. Well, would you believe that?
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Portugal leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Portugal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Dumfries gets towering header. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Shevchenko, spread out to the left. Now it's Dembele. Can he get it through? Cherki finding himself in space. And the shot! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And pull it! They score!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Portugal leading now.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a promising position. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Cruyff! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Dembele. Cherki. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's been played through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's a sharp little ball here. He won't be happy with that one. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Pele. Ronaldinho.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And the finish! No, just not quite.
Ronaldinho really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 7.
It's good running with the ball.
Messi.
Now it's Hullet. In with the challenge. Greenwood. And it's Messi. Tries to play it through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi picks it up out wide. Messi's cross. Ake deals with that comfortably. Greenwood. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Rabiot really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Cleared without hesitation. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Guardiola looking to receive it in space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Greenwood. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. That is good alertness. Son Heung-min. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Real chance! That's goal! No, flags up on the far side.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistant's flag, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. And it's Messi. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's that. Portugal have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role.
He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Pull it. Now it's Figo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well,
And the finish! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Opts to play it back. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And, oh, he's been caught on it here! Pele. Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. And it's Gullit. This might spell danger.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Gullit. So much. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pele goes short. And a chance!
Absolutely.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely shaped ball, and he's picked it up out wide. The cross, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. The counter is on for Portugal. Now that's well seen too. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. And it's been played through. Great chance! Well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Gullit, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for the far post. And the keeper beats it away. Figo. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, delightful ball.
Pele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Opts for safety. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Gullit. Tries from distance. Denied by an instinctive save.
Xabi Alonso is offering a right smile there.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Seedorf. And now the breakaway. It's Roberto Carlos. Oh, well measured. Oh, super ball. Seedorf, a header!
Eu digo uma coisa, mas é de fugir esta merda. É incrível. É incrível.
He watched it all
Bate
the
tudo
way,
certo.
and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defense...
He's having a shot!
Pois, cata tudo.
And he's gone
Normal.
long. Seedorf. Pinches it off him. And here's Gullit. And this is Pele. Brilliantly cut out. And he's opted for the long pass. Figo. Baresi. And it's Xavi Alonso.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Now it's Pele. Ronaldinho tries to pass it through. And this is Nedved. Now the cross. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away. That's the end of the first 45. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cross goes in there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Seedorf. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Pele.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Picks out brilliant, takes a shot! You've got to be quick to it. That's another chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Pressing high and with purpose.
Such good technique.
And he welcomes it in. Nedved receives it in a wide position. Oh, what a chance for a shot!
Push.
It's loose
Ah,
now,
tá
they
bem,
want to get
Bruno.
it back.
Já percebi. Ai, já lá diga.
Desai spots it and intercepts. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. He might be in here! Shot a goal! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And now he has two. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's gone loose. And this is Nedved. Pull it. That's a sharp pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos has a look up and delivers. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Not the most accurate pass. Figo. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That'll be a throw-in.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 21. Número 10. Ronaldinho.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Número 19.
Probing pass.
Messi.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pele might just make this. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And here's Figo. It's a promising position. Chance to... Figo! Oh, he had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Belletti. That has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Inzaghi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Raul.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found the way through. Raul plays it in. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Vamos ter minuto de
No, not
compensação.
quite on the same wavelength. Messi. 1 minute to add according to the board. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And the referee brings it to a close. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Paris Saint-Germain, Portugal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, one of the smartest wingers around, Peter, is Oyarzabal. I really like the way he just instinctively seems to know when to take people on or when to release it. And not being a physical specimen, you really have to show good tactical awareness on this front. And he's learning quickly.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ronaldinho venturing down the left. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Totti. Now it's Oyarzabal. Played into space. Rumo providing an outlet on that flank. Driving on and making good progress. He has found the way through. Crosses it in. Caught offside that time. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pass is just off target. Mikel Oyarzabal. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Del Piero. Oh, good read. Now then, the ball's come loose. Knocks it into space. Defending is unapologetically chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Après 20 minutes de jeu par le numéro 8.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rumo, can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Davids! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Davids really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Koundé. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oyarzabal. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oyarzabal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Totti. Aimed beyond the defence. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Goes for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this is Del Piero. No, that's been intercepted. Totti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Totti. He's having a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Koundé. Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stam.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, super find. And pull it! Oh, what has happened here? And again! And no mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team.
And the shots! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Ronaldinho! In he goes again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hangs one in. Terrific effort! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Portugal looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 9.
So right back into the action. Pullet going after that. That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Del Piero. And there's the shot! And he should have made it 4.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oyarzábal has it in a wide position. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. They've played it short. Portugal are looking to go forward now. He's in plenty of space here. Picked out Ronaldinho! And a neat finish. And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a... Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time. About as smooth as it gets. that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Paris Saint-Germain get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Pelé gets flagged offside. Ronaldinho. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! Roberto Carlos. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Oyarzabal. In by Oyarzabal. And it's been given a chance for a shot! And
bola
there's
passa
the
dele.
goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Paris Saint-Germain may be down, but not out just yet.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Davids. Vieira. And here's Hullet. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Del Piero is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Del Piero. He's gone for goal!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Davids does really well to win the ball there. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, they could break here. Nicely worked. Lam. Played back.
É incrível, mano. A puta da bola vai sempre para o meio.
Played in by Roberto Carlos.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 17, le numéro 14, Véron. À leur place, le numéro 10, Owen, le numéro 3.
Rumo with the cross. And it's Ronaldinho. That's a good ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lam. And it's Makalele. Ball played for Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Koundé. Now it's Cruyff. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Maldini. Oh, there's a probing ball. Del Piero. Nedved.
additionnel, 3 minutes.
Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Owen. Owen proves just a little bit too strong. It's a promising position, and he whips it across. And he thumps it clear. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with...